The Raiders just put the league on notice, signing former Pro Bowl wide receiver to reunite with Geno Smith. Tyler Lockett is bringing his talents to Las Vegas. Good morning, Raider Nation. It's your boy, Samoan Raider, back at it again with yet another video. If this is the very first time you guys are coming across this channel and you love Raiders content just like this, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button. Now, I woke up this morning feeling like, okay, it's just going to be another Monday morning. Let's see how the day goes. And, you know, I woke up early at like 7 a.m. and man, news was already out that the Raiders made some moves coming out of the bye week. We bring in a Pro Bowl wide receiver and a wide receiver that's played under Pete Carroll and also played with Geno Smith. That guy being Tyler Lockett. Now, shout out to Tom Pelissero. He broke the news early this morning saying that veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett is signing with the Raiders today per sources. It's a reunion for Lockett and Geno Smith, who connected plenty in Seattle and now are teaming up under Pete Carroll in Las Vegas. Now, Tyler Lockett signed with the Titans this offseason and really hasn't been utilized over there in Tennessee, playing in 7 games, only racking up 10 receptions for 70 yards. Now, I'm not going to act like we all didn't see this because, you know, when he asked for his release from Tennessee, we knew that it was only a matter of time that Pete Carroll was going to bring him over here to Las Vegas. I mean, you might as well go get Russell Wilson and you might as well bring Marshawn Lynch out of retirement the way we've been making moves right now. Now, you know, the Patriot way didn't work out for us. Now we're going to try the Seahawk way, and we'll see if that makes any type of difference. Now, in all seriousness, I don't think that this move, you know, moves the needle for us at all, but Tyler Lockett does fill in that role, that veteran wide receiver role that Amari Cooper was supposed to when he came over here to Las Vegas. Plus, he has that rapport with Geno Smith and has been one of Geno's most reliable receivers over the past couple of years, and maybe that could help Geno Smith out. You know, I mean, Geno has been struggling so far this season. We've all seen it. We've seen how bad he's been. Maybe coming out of the bye week, it'll be much better for him, especially because he has a wide receiver that he once played with. Now, I know that Tyler Lockett isn't the same wide receiver that he once was. I mean, he was the guy that I wanted in the offseason just to bring in as a veteran presence. So to see him on the roster right now, I don't mind it at all. I know that there's going to be a lot of Raider fans out there going crazy about this move. Oh, why are you bringing in Tyler Lockett? Oh, you're taking time away from all these young wide receivers. But honestly, I don't think that this is bad for even the young receivers as well. They need a veteran to kind of look up to and somebody that actually has played under Pete Carroll, that knows what Pete Carroll wants in his wide receivers. So I look at this as a good move for the Raiders. Not anything that's going to change the team and maybe go on a run. Who knows? But as far as a mentor, I think that Tyler's a perfect wide receiver for that. Plus, this is a low-risk move for this team. It's not going to cost this team that much. And at the end of the day, he's going to be that reliable weapon for Geno Smith. Now, will this help the Raiders win a lot more games? Well, that's yet to be seen, but this just shows that Pete Carroll is in control. This shows that Pete Carroll is still trying to trust in Geno Smith, which is still kind of crazy to me. I think at this point, I would have wanted the Raiders to go get another quarterback or even just say that we're going to move on from Geno Smith and have Kenny Pickett come in. But I look at this move as a last-ditch effort from Pete Carroll to give Geno Smith a try, and hopefully he could turn his season around because we all expected a lot more from Geno, especially this offense. And now I know the biggest question from a lot of Raider fans is going to be, is this the Jakobi Meyers replacement? No, I don't think it is. I don't see Tyler Lockett coming in here to replace Jakobi Meyers. Whether Jakobi stays on the team or not, he's not going to be that guy. But if anything, I do believe that Tyler Lockett does help Jakobi Meyers just a little bit. But according to Adam Schefter and some reports out there, it seems like the Raiders wouldn't mind keeping Jakobi Meyers on the team unless they get a strong value in return, saying with the NFL trade deadline approaching, a trade offer of that nature has not materialized. The Raiders aren't exactly looking to automatically trade Meyers, according to sources, and are willing to carry him on the roster until his contract expires after this season. Meyers confirmed last week that he still wants to be traded, telling reporters that he wants to be in a good spot. He initially requested a trade back in August after not reaching a new contract with the Raiders, who denied his request at the time. Now, I honestly like this from the Raiders' perspective because you don't trade him away just for anything, right? At the end of the day, the Raiders can get a comp pick if he leaves in free agency, so might as well let him ride it out. And knowing Jakobi Meyers and seeing what he has been doing so far this season, he's still going to go out there. He's still going to put in the work. He's still going to play the games, put his body on the line, and be a team player, which I think is good for the team. And why trade him away right now if you're not going to get some big value in return? And I'm looking at a second, third round pick would probably do it for the Raiders. If not, let him ride it out this season, and bringing in Tyler Lockett only helps the Raiders receiving core and also helps Geno Smith with a little bit more weapons. I don't know how much more weapons you need for Geno Smith, but damn, we better see a stronger showing in this second half of the season, or that dude's out of here at the end of the year, or I mean before the year. You guys already know how I feel about Jakobi Meyers and possibly trading him away. I'm not that guy. I don't want to trade him away because I don't see no reason for the Raiders to trade him away, and unless we get something big in return. Now, one big player that I wouldn't mind trading Jakobi Meyers for that I feel like would benefit the Raiders in the future would be going out and trading for young star receiver Brian Thomas Jr. from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, you guys might be thinking, Simone, you're crazy. There's no way that they would trade him away. But according to Diana Rossini just a couple of days ago, she tweeted out that the Jaguars are listening on calls for wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. Even if a move feels highly unlikely, they're also shopping for defense. Which bodes the question, should the Raiders try to acquire BTJ and bring him here to Las Vegas? And my honest answer is hell yes. Now, I know that this season hasn't been the greatest for BTJ. I mean, he's been dealing with a lot of drop issues, but I don't know if his confidence is just not there. He might not fit that Liam Cohen team, but looking at it from a Raiders perspective, I think that he fits the Raiders timeline perfectly. He's still a young receiver with a great future ahead of him. Raiders definitely need a wide receiver one right now, especially somebody that could grow with this team and build around a quarterback whenever the Raiders can go and get a quarterback. I believe he's the perfect fit alongside of Tyler Lockett for right now, alongside of Jack Bech and Dante Thornton for the future, especially with Trey Tucker as well. I would think that the Raiders wouldn't have to worry about a wide receiver for the next couple of years. That being said, you know, my mind was going crazy with different trade packages that the Raiders can send to acquire BTJ and bring him over here to Las Vegas. The first one being trading away Jakobi Meyers and a third-round pick to get BTJ. I feel like Jakobi fits that system over there in Jacksonville a lot more than BTJ, and on top of that, you get a third-round pick. I don't think that's a bad deal at all. Now, if they're looking for defensive players, one player that I wouldn't mind, you know, I'm kind of worried about trading away would be trading away Tyree Wilson and maybe a mid-round pick, third-round pick, who knows, to get BTJ. My favorite trade package would honestly be trading away Malcolm Koonce, who hasn't really been doing much this season with this team, still has upside in the NFL to being a premier pass rusher, and then you add a second-round pick on top of that. I think that deal would definitely get them thinking. I know that they're just taking calls right now, but if the Raiders wow him with something, maybe he could come to Las Vegas, but that's just me, Raider Nation. Overall, looking at the big picture with the whole wide receiver room right now, especially how Tyler Lockett kind of shakes up the wide receiver room right now, and the uncertainties with Jakobi Meyers, even though I feel like the Raiders shouldn't trade him away, I still feel like he's the most likely option. No matter what the Raiders say, I think that he might be on his way out, and hopefully we get a good return for that. And if there's some way somehow the Raiders can look into the future and get that wide receiver one right now, BTJ is a great option. If not him, maybe look at somebody like Chris Olave, just a young receiver that we could build moving forward for the future. But that's my thoughts, Raider Nation. What are your thoughts on Tyler Lockett coming over here? What are your thoughts on Jakobi Meyers possibly moving? And what are your thoughts on possibly trading for a guy like BTJ and bringing him over here to Las Vegas? Would you take that move or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Until the next video, this your boy Simone Raider and your boys. Yeah.